Hello and welcome to another Ragged's beer review. So, going over to Lidl tonight to their Abbaye de Vauclair, if that's how you pronounce it. Don't ask me to pronounce it, I'm shit. So, Imperiale, Bière Blonde, 7.5%. That's the interesting part for me, the ABV. From what I can gather from comments on my other review of these beers, it's like a bit of a Leffe clone in some ways. So it says strong beer, and that's about as interesting as it gets. Yeah, produced in France for Lidl, Great Britain, and yeah, that's it. So no point even reading anymore because it does nothing of interest. So here we go. Right, undo this little bottle thing. There's the cap. And yeah. Bloody hell, don't make these easy to get off, do they? Fucking hell, I remember the last one was an absolute bastard to get off from out. Pardon my French. Parlez-vous français? Je m'appelle bastard. Come on, baby. Come on, let's go. Come on, we can do it. Oh, come on. Oh, we've done it. Yeah. There's smoke out the top there. I do apologise for that. It sounded quite rude in places. So I've been out to Tap Takeover tonight, over in the Star Inn, what I call my regular pub, really. In Beeston, although Beeston's like so many miles, like 7 miles. I think it was 7 miles to get to Beeston. It's about 4 or 5 miles, but yeah, it is what it is. So crystal clear pour, as you can see, golden pour, plenty of carbonation, just over a finger of white head on this. Did say it was a blonde. I don't know the characteristics of a blonde. It just looks gold to me. Quite a musty nose. Yeah, I'm getting the old bananas and bubblegum sort of thing, esters and that on the nose. Cheers. Oh, some nice flavour to it, to be fair. So yeah, had a good time at the Tap Takeover tonight. We met our friends. There must have been an accident on Nottingham's Ring Road because it was absolute gridlock. Blue lights flashing going to Summit. So God knows what had gone off. Luckily, by the time we got in the pub and out of the pub, it was all good. Yeah. It's tasting really nice. I'm enjoying the flavour. Definitely getting that banana, esters, hint of bubblegum. You know what you'd normally expect in a Belgian beer. Oh, gosh. Certainly coming through in this. Tasting really nice, to be fair. Ooh. ABV kicking in as well. It's got a good wallop on the ABV. Gotta be honest. Oh. Today's Thursday. You'll most likely see this on Friday. I'm trying to make sure that the beer reviews stay in succession. I've got a floating beer review that's about 4 days old that needs to go up, and I try and vary breweries, beers, and whatnot, so that I'm not reviewing the same beer from the same brewery day in, day out, because there's a hell of a lot of breweries in the country. On the short beer reviews, it's different. It's a case of when they come in, banging them out. Like tonight, I've done 6 Bang the Elephant beer reviews, half pints. So, when you look at the channel, you think, bloody hell, he wallops some beer down him. And yeah, I do probably drink more than a lot of people. But when I go to pubs, it's either third. If I can get thirds, that's great, because it's all about keeping the amount I drink down, and also the cost as well if I can. I'd rather drink more and enjoy more beers, but at a cheaper price. On Saturday, when I'm going out on Saturday to 2 different breweries. And I'll be taking my bottles primarily just to get thirds and review as many beers as possible, and bring them home for beer reviews, so that I'm actually reviewing the majority of them in the beer room. The good thing about reviewing anything in the beer room is that I can do longer reviews. They're not like 2-minute, 3-minute reviews, more so like a 10-minute review, where I'm talking as well as doing a beer review, like I am now. Just the beer is there, and it's the primary focus, obviously, of the beer review, but I'm also doing the chit-chat bit. But yeah, a good tap takeover tonight. It took us a bloody age to get there. Why is it? Am I the only one? I'm not a fan of driving in the dark, because it's fucking dark and you can't see shit. Can't see potholes. Nottingham's roads are fucking terrible for potholes. They are terrible. All of a sudden it's like bang, and it's like, fucking hell, what was that? And you can't see it, and then it's raining as well tonight. So you've got the rain, you've got the darkness, and you've got the wanker fucking drivers on the road that don't know how to drive. We were behind this twat at Tesco's in Top Valley, Nottingham. Lights turned to green. I thought, who's in front of him? Because they're not fucking moving. And it was a silly cunt in front of me in his fucking 13 reg Polo. Next minute, I'm papping him. Come on, fucking wake up. And we just got through, and then the other cars must have gone through on red because of this fucking idiot half asleep at his wheel, all fucking drugged up. And for the whole way down to the ring road, so literally a 1.5 2-mile stretch, is going at 25 mile an hour, 20, 25 in a 30, 40 zone. And it's like, you fucking idiot. Come on, move your fucking arse. And on the bus lane, where we've got a bus lane, it's like a 24-hour bus lane. So there is cameras. He's fucking straddling the line. So he's half in the bus lane and half in the car lane. And it's like, keep going, mate. Go on, get yourself a fucking ticket for being a dickhead. And at the end, he actually come out. So I don't know if he was being an arse, because some fucker, like me, papped him because whether he was drugged up, drunked up, you've got to wonder what the hell was going off. And then you're backing off because you think, I'm watching him. I mean, obviously, I'm absolutely sober. I've been at work all day anyway, and fully fucking awake. And I'm thinking, this is a pure idiot behind the car. He went in the far lane. We were turning right anyway at the roundabout. So we're like 3 or 4 lanes away from each other. And it's like, you're going to hit somebody, or someone's going to hit you because you're being an absolute idiot. Or there's an issue. You're one of these, obviously, under some... But the problem is that if he's drugged up, drunked up, or even not a driver, proper driver, because that could be the reason as well. Not insured or anything. And then you can buy a car, but you don't mean you're insured on it. Or you can borrow a car, and again, the same criteria. And it does make you wonder, you know, so worried about fucking getting clonked. And, you know, we've already got issues with cars. We don't need any more issues this year. Touch wood. That's it. That's the end of it, you know. I've gone years with no issues with cars. And this year has been the mother of all fuck-ups with cars. So no more, please. Please, wood. No more. And, please. Ooh. Definitely getting banana, the esters, and I've got a full bottle. So, you know, let's get chatting. There we go. Ooh, look at that. These, to be fair, these Lidl bottles are actually good. Would be a good idea for lives. I'm thinking of doing a live on Sunday, whether it be here in the beer room or up in the house. My wife, she is changing the cake room round. Her and my daughter are playing around with units, and it's like, fucking hell, what are you doing? It's up to them, you know. I have no interest in. I'm not getting involved. You know, we've already had the front room where units have been played around with, and we've swapped units that are literally 7 or 8 months old, and we've swapped units with my daughter. Bought new units. I haven't bought new units, but the wife has. And you know, do you get that with women? And apologies to any ladies out there. It could be blokes who are doing it as well, obviously. But do you get that with your partner, where they're buying new units, and it's like, there are other things in this world to spend your money on. You chose those units in the first place because you thought they looked great, you know. And there's a thing where you think, you know, there's a lesson to be learned where before we buy anything, we do all the research that we need and don't make, you know, try and literally our best not to make any mess ups, because that causes issues down the line. We shall see. Oh. Good ABV. It's certainly kicking in, the ABV is. I mean, I'm enjoying the ABV. Well, I don't need dinner yet, so I'm starving. It's like 7:30, 8 o'clock now, so you know I'm ready for some dinner. Watch a film in bed, watch a Christmas film, good sleep, and then tomorrow comes, and then another day, all day at work, and so I've kind of lost one garden. I think I don't like the way they were, and I don't work for bad people, you know. I've said this for 3 years now, since I left the bad job, and since then I will not ever work for bad people. And you can gauge people by how they are, how they talk to you. You know, there's a way of talking to people. We are all in this thing. If someone talks to you, you can say something to someone and be direct, honest, be you know, quite. You can say something to someone without being an arsehole. And this is a lesson that a lot of people in the world, leaders of countries, can say as well. There's a way of saying something where you get what you mean across, but you're not being a dick about it. And politicians, some politicians are fantastic at this. Barack Obama is probably the greatest of all the politicians. He could say something and he's not being offensive. And then other politicians, you look and you think, you take total offence to what they say. And they may be right or wrong, you know, in what they say, but it's the way they say it. And it's like, you know. And then there are some that talk absolute bollocks, you know, with their lies because they're trying to fool their country. And Putin's probably the worst of them and some others around the world. Oh, proper getting me kicking off this. Good thing I ain't gone for another beer. Fucking hell. A good walloping of this. And I've got to be honest, you know, for the price that you pay from Lidl for this, was it £3? It was about £3.29, if memory serves me correctly. £3.29, you know, for a cheap present for somebody who's a beer fan. That to me is a cheap present. You know, it's cheap, good ABV, it's good tasting, it looks great. You know, if you haven't got much money these days, and there's a lot of people in that same boat, there's a lot of people who can't even afford a beer, you know, it is terrible times. I mean, literally, I've been working 7 days a week, so I absolutely know, you know, the pain that everybody else is suffering. You know, stuff that we'd normally do. Yeah, I mean, one stage we was going to America, and in this day and age, we couldn't afford it. You know, we can hardly afford to keep the house above our heads. Begs the question, bloody hell, we had some good money back in the day. And it's been 10 years since I've been to America. And, you know, there were lots of lucky people in the world who've got money. And then there are the people that haven't. And, you know, I'm certainly in that area where, no, I ain't got money. I mean, let's be fair. Because we both work so hard, we are staying above the bread line. We're not going to, you know, food banks and stuff, and that must be terribly hard for people. You know, a lot of people out there are very proud, are workers that are very proud of what they do. They've worked really hard, and they're going to food banks, and that's fucking soul destroying. You know. To say to anyone that I'm that low and I'm that poor that I've got to go to food banks and I'm working, I can understand the unemployed, you know, for whatever reason, what they're unemployed for. You know, I'm not a fan of work shy. No, I'm not. You know, I'm not really not. You know, those that can work and don't work, that I'm not a fan of. But you know, everyone to their own. You know, I was only unemployed for a few months, and the shit we went through, and the way the government treated us, was disgusting. And I look at people across the road that have never worked, and it's like they're treated like gods, and we're treated like scum, and it, you know, really showed me a really bad side of the British government. I didn't like it. I fucking didn't like it at all, you know. And it was like, well, you've worked all your life, get back to fucking work. And then you see people in the, what was the, you know, the dole office, whatever they call it, scumbags. And then they're, oh, sign here and fuck off. And I thought, oh, I hope I get him. I'm sitting down. Oh, have you applied for this? Have you applied for that? And you think to yourself, hold on a minute. You've just told that cunt to sign here, and then you fucked him off. For me, you're badgering me. Why? Because I'm a worker. Because he's obviously not fucking interested. And it's like, that's disgusting. You know, you should treat everybody the same. Your colour, your religion, your fucking whatever you've done before should mean nothing. It should be you were all treated the same. Yeah. So if everyone is said, you know, if they say to everyone, what jobs have you applied for? Blah, blah, blah. Yeah. Okay. And sign. And, you know, I'm so fucking glad I got out of that. Didn't take long. You know, I was never going to be unemployed for long. But, and I wasn't. But, you know, it certainly opened my eyes to how the country is. Bloody hell. You know, when you've had a beer, a 750ml bottle seems a big bottle. It's like a live raggy chat. God, I'm steaming, and without the live, you know. Do apologise. Oh, gotta be honest. It packs a fucking big ABV punch, and it's tasting absolutely spot on. So there's the beer. As you can see, crystal clear, golden pour, good bit of carbonation, white head, banana, esters, very Belgian smelling to me. I know it's a French beer, but there you go. A lot of people have said basically it's like Lidl's version of Leffe. I have no idea. But it's a cracker of a beer. Would I drink it again? Hell yes. Out of 5, good 4.4 out of 5. And a good ABV. Even the fact that I'm absolutely walloped, I feel wankered. Gotta be honest. Thank you for watching. See you soon. Cheers.